This week, Drake cancels his tour in Australia. Snoop says he's not messing with Spotify anymore. And UKRap has a female rapper problem. Let's talk about it.
The STEM Society.
Welcome back to the STEM Society. My name is Cole Jackson. This is episode 88. And we're live. Thank you for joining me for another wonderful episode. Thank you guys for everyone who who supported the last video. I'm goofy this morning. Who supported the last video. Thank you guys. We made a little bit of movement going forward when we got some subscribers, and then they got out of here. They left. So we're kind of stuck in the same place. We are on the road to 1,000. I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of March. And it's looking kind of funny right now. But we're going to do it. March is going to be filled with content. March is going to be filled with different things that I'm going to give to you guys. We're going to have a great March. So we're going to get, if we don't get 1,000, we're going to get damn near close to it. So I went sneaker shopping this past week. I've been looking for these Jordan 3 black cements everywhere. They say that they're online in certain places or whatever the case may be. The Nike store is central, man. Shout out to y'all for having great customer service. Most times you go looking for sneakers somewhere, they have complete assholes, or they just kind of look down. You know, they look down their nose at you sometimes, man. The Nike store in Central and Mr. Sneakers both have like really good customer service, and they were really cool about it. I've been looking for these damn Jordan 3s, and they keep saying they're in stock. And I know that they just dropped the Union ones, and it was another a pair of ones that they just dropped. And I get it. I don't want those. I want the Jordan 3 black cements. I need these sneakers so I can be happy. I deserve to have good things in my life, and those are the things that I want to make my life happy. So, still on the search. It's some more sneakers that I'm looking for too, like some Asics. And I'm waiting on these Westside Gun Sauconys to drop. He been dropping little videos here and there. I want those sneakers so bad. So, you know, I'm a bit of a sneakerhead if you can't tell. And I most definitely look for stuff that are kind of like outside the box, or a little bit, I don't want to say rare, but you know, I just look for shit that like I like instead of going with the trends, because a lot of these niche trends like the Union ones, man, y'all niggas don't y'all are getting them to either flip, or y'all are getting them to put in a box for 18 years and never touch them, and then they disintegrate when you get them out. So I look for sneakers to wear. I like to wear my sneakers. I don't like to get them and not put them on. Sometimes I wear them a little too much. But yeah, that pretty much summed up my week. Nothing super important. I'm not doing any music critiques today on this episode. I do want to say there have been a couple albums that I listened to already that I like. I know I talked about Reason last episode or 2 episodes ago about that corny shit that he did when he was talking about trying to get off of TDE. I just listened to I guess it's his EP, I Love You Again. Great job. Great fucking job. I'll get more to that critique the next episode. That EP, whatever it is, he did a great job with that. That shit was really good. I did that, and I just started digging into the new Jim Jones album. What is it? New Jim Jones, At the Church Steps. I'm about 4 songs in. He got about 17 on here. 4 songs in, I ain't mad at it. Here recently, Jim Jones has been he's in the backside of his career, he's been a better rapper than he was on the beginning side of his career. I know everybody knows about the Ballin' album and shit like that. And he had a couple other records here and there, but like this, so far so good. Again, 4 songs in. I haven't really got a chance to sit with it yet, but I most definitely am enjoying that album right now. Those are the 2 albums that I've gotten into. It's so much more music that I need to listen to. Little Sims just dropped something. I got to listen to, I think it's called Flood. NSG, The Big Six. That just dropped. Apparently, I need to go listen to that. Somebody hit me up and told me I need to go check that out. Their UK group. I want to see what's going on with that. So that's what I'm listening to right now. I'll give you some critiques on the next episode. Let's get into some news.
Music news.
So Drake has called off his remaining dates for the Australian tour that he was doing, the Max Win. What is it, Max Win? I'm reading my notes here. The Max Win tour, that shit is done. He just called it off here recently. What was it, February 26th? He said, yo, I'm done. We got to push it. We got to postpone it is what he said, or what his representative said. Now, the reasons behind it is pretty stupid if you want to. Yeah, it was dumb. He said that there was a scheduling issue. There were gaps between too many shows. And he also said that it would be too expensive to keep the crew there for them to continue to go through that whole situation. Really? So let me just say this. I'm going to call Cap already off the top. He's had several successful tours. How is it that this one was one of the only ones that had scheduling situations, scheduling problems? Just saying, like, that's out of nowhere. He had only had 4 shows left, and you want to push him back? Sorry, I had to burp. You want to push these shows back or postpone them or just outright cancel them? So some people are speculating on the internet that it has a lot more to do with the trial. If you guys don't know the UMG situation, the UMG lawsuit. Now here recently, new updates are like they're going to use the Super Bowl show against UMG. And it looks like Drake just settled with iHeartMedia. Apparently, or iHeartRadio, sorry. iHeart had a whole situation going on. It was a very amicable, let me see. Let's see. The attorneys for Drake said the rapper and iHeart had reached an amicable resolution of the dispute and did not offer any other information. This was here recently. This was as of Thursday. Now, they called off again. They canceled and postponed all of a sudden on Wednesday. I think something major is about to happen with this UMG lawsuit situation. If he came to a resolution with iHeart all of a sudden, because that whole thing was about payola and getting songs played and so on and so forth, and they came to an amicable resolution, which means somebody got paid somewhere. They said, here, just take this money and shut up. What's going on here? Like, what's about to happen with this UMG situation? I think that might have a lot to do with him stopping the tour all of a sudden. Him coming back to America, and either they're renegotiating again, or he might be getting ready to leave UMG. Who knows? I'm speculating. Hey, this is what I do. I think this has a lot to do with that lawsuit and what's coming next. We may hear, who knows? We may hear that whole lawsuit gets dropped. We may hear the renegotiations have been good. He may re-sign with UMG. Again, when he dropped the Sexy Songs for You, that still had UMG connected to it. They didn't stop it. He did well on that album. First week, got #1. There's a lot of things happening at once that are intertwining with each other, which is showing me that it could be him going back to UMG, getting another contract, and maybe getting a better contract. Who knows? I would be looking out to see if this contract situation gets dropped here in the next few weeks in the month of March. Because everything just seems weird, really weird, bro. Like all of these shows were sold out. Like, don't nobody else look at it that way? He had everything was sold out over there, and all of a sudden there's scheduling conflicts. For me, it feels like something bigger is about to happen. I initially thought maybe he wanted to come back because Sexy Songs for You did so well. But I think it might be more of the UMG situation. There's a lot of things there because I don't know everything, but I'm reaching for the stars when I say the renegotiation between him and UMG may be on a good side of things. Who knows? We'll see what comes in the next few weeks. My bet is just he's about to re-sign with UMG. my algorithm on Instagram brought me this commercial. I guess it's a commercial about Snoop and this new streaming service called Tune.fm. Check this out.
Spotify, where I got 1 billion streams, right? My publisher hit me. I said, break that down. How much money is that? That shit wasn't even $45,000. That's crazy.
Tune FM is the answer you've been waiting for. Sign up today and get paid 10 to 100 times more than Spotify or Apple Music.
So have y'all seen that commercial on y'all's Instagram? I don't know if all of our algorithms are the same or not, but I seen this when I was scrolling through. I always look at some music business stuff all the time. Now, I looked this up. I went a little bit deeper. There's a streaming royalties calculator that I use on a regular basis. So when I use that, it said that when you do 1 billion streams, it's supposed to come up to around about close to $3 million. Now, Snoop said he got 46K. I don't know how real that shit is. I don't know if he was just capping for this company that he fucks with because he's trying to do exclusive music. You know, ever since he bought Death Row, he's been doing a lot of stuff with the licensing. He's been doing a lot of stuff with just the Death Row name and his music and so on and so forth. So I looked into this Tune FM stuff. Tune.fm is the new streaming service that Snoop is trying to endorse or push or whatever the case may be. It's built on blockchain. Artists instantly get paid via crypto. So I know what you're wondering. Do I need to be an expert in crypto to be able to get on this streaming service? Not necessarily, because as soon as you sign up, they automatically give you 1,000 jam tokens or whatever the case may be, whatever they're fucking called. They're jam tokens, which is their currency. I think when you funnel your money into it, it automatically feeds into the cryptocurrency network deal, whatever the case may be. I didn't sign up because I didn't want to put my money into it. I really need to do a little bit more research. Anytime it's got something to do with AI driven and crypto, I have to research a whole lot more because I don't know where my shit is going to. So I don't know if this is going to be a streaming service for casual fans or not. If you're a casual fan, maybe. I don't really champion. I'm not a big champion of things like this. Like I most definitely use a site like Even. I don't know if you guys have ever used Even before. This is not an ad, but Even really does have a lot to do with partnering with independent artists and giving them an opportunity to make way more money than they would in streaming. I know that they don't deal with crypto. They actually give the people real money. So it's I'm a bit hesitant because I don't know what this shit is going to be doing later on down the line. I don't know how this AI-driven discovery stuff is going to work in my favor, especially if I'm looking for a particular artist. They're basically feeding you who they feel like is popular outside of that, which I know that can be manipulated. AI-driven or not, it can be manipulated. Especially if you have someone like Snoop back in this shit, it just feels... It feels strange. It feels like I think Snoop has an invested interest in this. I think Snoop possibly owns a piece of this as well. I'm not going to put that past him. And I just feel like it's one of those things where it's just like we need to down Spotify and up what I'm doing so I can get paid more, which I ain't got no problem with that. Like, I'm real big on independent artists getting what they deserve. But when you start dabbling into AI stuff and crypto, man, I get real hesitant about that shit. Something about it just don't feel right. I think Snoop credibility just took a lot of hits too because of the whole Trump thing that he did as well. I don't know if he's lying about the 46K because he went through his people. Now it's easy for somebody to say I only got $46,000 too. If we're looking, now I'm getting into the nerd part of shit. If we're really digging into it, he probably got 46K after, if it's from his old work. If it's from your old work, Snoop, guess what? That still went through labels. That still went through people who may own your publishing, distributors, rights holders. That $3 million that you got from them billion streams, if it's from your old shit that you don't own, or if it's from anything you don't own, yeah, you're going to get $46,000. It got to go through all these other people that got their hands in the pot. I don't think you own 100% of your catalog. And if I'm wrong, let me know that I'm wrong. But I don't think you own 100% of your catalog, my nigga. So you might have got 46K off of just what was your back catalog from somebody else who owns it. And I don't know if he owns his catalog or not. This is just me speculating, but shit. If you got 46K, bro, that bust down look real nasty. So I don't know, man. I'm real weary about just Snoop coming out here saying this kind of stuff. I'm kind of like everybody else. When I seen Snoop perform for like Trump, I was like, bruh, like Uncle Snoop he ain't the same no more. Like he doing shit for a bag. And once you get that moniker of doing shit for a bag, all about a bag, your credibility and the shit that you say and you back up kind of just takes a real big hit, and people have to trust you again. I don't know if people trust Snoop like that anymore. I personally have my feelings about certain things that Snoop says and does these days. And this tune.fm shit just feels real fishy. And to me, I would tread lightly. I don't even even know if I want another streaming service. I'm good with Tidal. Tidal has never been bad to me. Ever since I joined Tidal, everything's just worked. I'm all about supporting independent artists, but I'm about supporting independent artists the right way. If you want to deal with somebody, and this is not an ad again, if you want to deal with a company that does things the right way does right by the artist, go look in the Even. The Even's dope, bruh. I love that. I buy music from Even on a regular basis. So I don't know. Check it out for yourself. It's called Tune.fm. And see what you guys think, because I personally am just not really going with what Snoop is saying anymore. Today is the Brits, which is, to me, if I'm understanding this correctly, is the UK version of the Grammys. So there was this article that I read in The Times talking about UK female rappers being overlooked, which was interesting. And I read the story and I just wanted to see why, because there's not a lot of female rappers from here in the UK that I know about. So I went into the story, and they were talking about how the UK was having a boom in rap, which I do agree. When you think about who's the big names in rap right now, which is Central C, J Hus, Stormzy, Skepta, all of those people, all of those guys are like big names. And you could tell that the UK is having a boom right now from the Central C album and how well it did in the States and in the UK. Shout out to Central. He actually just dropped a collab here recently too. So when you think about UK hip hop, you always think about the male side of things. And then when you think about the female side of hip hop, it's always Little Simz. Like Little Simz, she had an album called Sometimes I Might Be Introverted that won an award, got critical acclaim, but she's not really mentioned when you think about Stormzy or when you think about Central C or any of the other male rappers here in the UK. Right now, they actually are huge names in US hip hop. Meg Thee Stallion, Glorilla, Cardi B, Lotto, just to name a few people. Those women are like really like doing it right now. Like they are tops in hip hop when you think about just rap in general. So anybody who knows me knows I love female hip hop. I love female rap. I love to hear when the women do their thing and when they can actually fucking rap. And there's a few female UK rappers like that I know, like Miss Banks or Chy Cartier. I scream Chy Cartier from the mountaintops because I think she's one of the best new talents in 2025. And who's another one outside of Little Simz? I think her name is Cristale. If I'm saying your name wrong, blame my head, not my heart. I have a public school education. But they don't seem to get the kind of respect that Stormzy or Central C or anything like that they get. So this is more for a lot of my UK supporters. I just want to know, why is it that y'all don't have, or you guys don't think about the female side of hip hop over here in the UK? I think a lot of them are independent artists, which I think from just having conversations with other hip hop fans, a lot of y'all are really big about people being independent and doing their thing. I don't know a label over here that has pushed any other female rap act. Like, again, Little Simz is like the only person that I know, and I think Little Simz is independent. But I don't know any other female rappers who actually get any kind of promotion or any, like, I don't see Little Simz with a McDonald's deal. Shout out to Stormzy. I know he got one, but Little Simz ain't got no deal with no restaurants over here. And they killed Stormzy for that whole situation with McDonald's. It's a little bit deeper than that, but I don't see nobody else over here with that's a female that have, McDonald's deals or any kind of deal. So I don't know if it's that. Is it the labels that's not pushing them? Like, those are some of the things that I was wondering, like what was going on. When I listen to some of the female podcasters over here too, I think a lot of it, and this is just me speculating because, again, I don't really have a lot of people I can talk to about this subject. So I have to go off of what podcasts say and kind of what TV says. But a lot of female black podcasters here in the UK say that they're not treated with the utmost respect, with a lot of respect. A lot of them say that, they want to keep a lot of these women in the kitchen. A lot of people, I talked to one other person, which was like online back and forth, but they were telling me that female UK rappers are looked at as niche. Like, is that true? Like, I just want to know, because it was just a big hullabaloo about the rap category, no female rappers being pushed or ever being nominated for Rap Album of the Year, and a lot of them have like really great music. Now, I'll be honest with you, there's only a few female UK rappers that I've listened to so far, and I haven't dug really deep into that. So I'm still trying to get a little bit more out of it to get to know more and to kind of grow, because I love to have a lot of balance. I love to hear the female side of hip hop, the male side, and just the alt side of things. And I just want to present that to y'all because it seems like the women rappers in the US or in the States are really flourishing, and I feel like the UK can have that same thing going on. A lot of y'all are really overcritical. When that Central C album dropped, a lot of y'all was super critical about that Central C album and what it, how it didn't represent UK rap for real. And y'all kept harping on Skepta and harping on Stormzy and this is what it was, but it didn't sell these numbers. Do y'all feel the same way about female UK rappers? Do y'all feel like they just can't sell? Do you feel like they can't rap? Like, that's just something I wanted to bring to the show to find out how y'all felt about it. And if you're from the UK and you're a UK rap fan, get in my comments and let me know what you think, because again, that article was just very interesting, and it just felt like with the Brits going on and with the UK rap scene having their own category and stuff like that, it was just an interesting article that I read. I'll put the article in the description as well, so you guys can know what I'm talking about. But if you're a UK rap fan, or if you're from the UK, let's have a conversation. Let me know how y'all feeling about UK female rappers, and let me know what I'm missing, because I think it's a piece there that I'm just not understanding. But that's it. I don't have anything else, man. Thank you guys for joining me for another episode. Please subscribe to the channel. Grow this thing. We're on the march to 1,000. I would really appreciate it. But until then, guys, take care of yourself. Stay warm, because it's cold over here. And I'll catch you next time. Peace out.
Thank you for joining the STEM Society.